There's something deeply humbling about earning a dog's trust. It doesn't come instantly, and it can't be bought with treats or toys. It's something sacred, something you feel in quiet moments, like when your dog looks into your eyes and chooses to stay close, even when they don't have to. I've learned that trust isn't built through control or obedience. It's built through safety, consistency, and love. And the more I studied dog behavior and psychology, the more I realized that dogs express trust in ways most people completely overlook. So in this video, I want to share 9 powerful signs your dog truly trusts you. Explained not just through emotion, but through science and real-life experience. Here at Dog Care Academy, my goal is to help you understand your dog in ways that go beyond commands or training. I want to help you see what's happening inside their mind and body, because every wag, sigh, and glance has meaning. When you recognize these signals, your connection deepens, and your dog's world becomes a safer, happier place. Let's explore these beautiful, subtle ways dogs show trust, one by one. Point 1. Sleeping belly up or with their back to you. When a dog exposes their belly, it's one of the clearest signs of vulnerability and complete relaxation. In nature, the abdomen protects vital organs, so no animal exposes it unless they feel entirely safe. A dog sleeping belly up is showing that their body is in full parasympathetic mode, the rest and digest state where stress hormones like cortisol drop and serotonin rises. When my dog does this beside me, I know he's saying, "I'm home." And if they sleep with their back turned, that's not distance. It's trust. It means they rely on you to keep watch while they rest, just as pack members do in the wild. Point 2. The check-in glance during walks. If your dog looks back at you during a walk, even when the world is full of exciting smells and sounds, that's not random. It's called a secure base behavior. Research in animal cognition shows that dogs use brief eye contact with their owners to navigate uncertainty and feel emotionally anchored. It's similar to how a child looks at a parent before exploring. That single glance means your dog feels confident knowing you're there if they need reassurance. Every time I see my dog glance back at me during our walks, I smile because it's his way of saying, "We're doing this together." What about your dog? Does he check in with you too? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Point 3. The dramatic sigh or groan. It might sound funny when your dog lets out a deep sigh after lying down, but that sound is often pure contentment. Veterinary behaviorists explain that this relaxed exhalation means the body is releasing tension, a physiological sign of comfort and security. When dogs feel safe, their breathing slows, their muscles loosen, and that peaceful huff escapes. It's their version of a human exhaling after a long, calm day. If your dog sighs beside you, it's not boredom. It's trust in its purest form. You've created an environment where they can finally let go. Point 4. Letting you touch their paws or ears. Dogs are instinctively protective of their paws and ears. Those areas are packed with nerve endings and are vital for movement and survival. Allowing someone to handle them is like giving up control. When your dog lets you trim their nails, clean their ears, or simply hold their paw without pulling away, it means they trust you with their most sensitive parts. The scientific term for this is voluntary body exposure, and it's used by trainers to measure comfort levels. Every time my dog rests his paw in my hand, I remind myself that this small act took months of reassurance, patience, and gentle touch. Trust is built, not demanded. Point 5. Yawning when you yawn. This one might surprise you, but if your dog mimics your yawn, you've reached a rare level of emotional connection. Studies published in biology letters show that contagious yawning in dogs is linked to empathy and social synchronization. It's believed to be a sign of mirror neuron activity, the same mechanism behind human empathy. So when you yawn and your dog copies you, it's not coincidence, it's connection. Your dog is literally syncing with your emotional state, reflecting your calmness back to you. That small, sleepy moment is biology's way of saying, we're emotionally aligned. Point 6. Bringing you gifts, even the weird ones. Whether it's a chewed-up toy, a random sock, or something you wish they hadn't found, gifting behavior in dogs is a deeply rooted social act. In wild canines, Sharing food or objects reinforces pack bonds and status. When your dog brings you something, it's their way of saying, "You're part of my family." Behaviorists call this affiliative sharing, and it's tied to oxytocin release, the same hormone that strengthens human bonds. So next time your dog drops a slobbery tennis ball or an unidentifiable object at your feet, don't just laugh. Accept it like a treasure, because in their mind, it truly is one. Point 7. Following you from room to room without demanding attention. There's a big difference between anxiety-driven clinginess and calm companionship. A dog that shadows you but doesn't constantly seek interaction is expressing quiet trust. They see you as a secure base, their emotional home. They're not afraid of being alone, they just prefer to exist near you. Studies in canine psychology show that dogs who follow their owners calmly have higher levels of oxytocin and lower stress markers than those with separation anxiety. When my dog lies down near me while I work, I know he's not looking for attention. He's simply reminding me that we're connected. Point 8. Showing a submissive smile. It's rare, but some dogs pull their lips back and expose their teeth in what looks like a grin. While it might appear threatening, it's actually a social gesture of friendliness. The key difference lies in the body language. Soft eyes, relaxed ears, and a wiggling body mean happiness, not fear. Behaviorists call this a submissive grin, and it's a trust signal unique to domesticated dogs. It's their way of saying, "I know you're safe, I'm happy to see you." If your dog ever greets you this way, it's not aggression, it's vulnerability wrapped in joy. Point 9. Melting into your touch. One of the most profound signs of trust is when your dog completely relaxes under your hand, leaning their weight against you or softly collapsing as you pet them. This physical surrender releases oxytocin in both you and your dog, the same hormone that bonds mothers and infants. It's a full-body message that says, "I feel safe enough to let go." When I pet my dog and feel him melt into me, it's not just affection, it's gratitude. It's his way of saying, "You're my person, and I trust you completely." That moment, more than any command or trick, defines the bond between us. When you start recognizing these behaviors, you realize that trust isn't loud, it's quiet, gentle, and deeply emotional. It's in the silence after playtime, the shared glances during walks, and the calm breaths when you sit side by side. Dogs don't say, "I love you" with words. They show it through actions that take patience and consistency to earn. And when you truly see those actions for what they are, your relationship transforms. The science of dog trust reveals that these behaviors are not random. They're rooted in emotional bonding and neurochemistry. Oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine all play roles in creating the sense of security that allows a dog to show vulnerability. But beyond science, it's about energy, tone, and presence. Your dog doesn't need perfection. They need your consistency, your calm voice, and your genuine heart. When you provide that, you create a world where your dog can finally relax, confident that they're safe and loved every single day.